Alright, so we almost have the gas tank mounted. It's not mounted all the way. Got a strap going across the bottom, and I got this big, hugely heavy angle iron bracket going across from the transmission mount with some go fast, look decent holes in it. Same on the back side, put some there and some over there. Couldn't put 4 like on the other side because it would have ended up in the support there where I would have to weld onto. Got the battery bracket on there. I got to go get some bolts for it, but that's where it's going to lie. It should be all under this plane of this. My hope is to be able to cover the battery with like some plastic of some sort so that like the cables won't touch anything metallic and short out. So I'd like to have like a cover over it. I'm planning on this area being the fuel pump area, somewhere in here, so I can come out of the tank here, go to the fuel pump some which way. I have to build straps to go over the top of this. Normally a fuel cell comes with straps, but this model does not for some reason. And plus I got it from my brother, so if it did have straps, he lost them. But for some reason this one you got to buy the straps separate, so I'm just going to make them. Gonna make, let me get over here, some sort of support coming off here, going back to about the center of the cage here to try and take some of the weight off the top hoop. It just feels kind of flexy. There's no support right here, so I want to, transfer that load all the way down to the torsion housing, because when we put the V6 in, we're going to have to build brackets off of here. I don't know if I'm going to build like a cradle going underneath or just bars going down. I haven't really decided on that. I'm not going to use the rear cage to mount it to, because that's just floating in the wind. So I want to mount it to the rear hoops. So I need to support that. So we'll I got to get some more pipe and probably somewhere in the center and go down, or I'll find out measurements and try and get theoretically as close as I can, I guess. And then, I'd like to tie the battery box into that tube a little better. Right now I just got a piece of angle iron going across there. What else? This area right here, I'm hoping to have some free space and build some sort of cage or something in here to be able to throw stuff like, gloves, maybe a recovery rope or something like that. It needs to have something, but I can't make it too closed off, so it's going to have to be open like expanded metal, because what I want to do is the rear seat will be back about 2 or 3 more inches here, probably about to here. This is where I want to put the radiator. From the tubing down there to here is the same height as the radiator for the for the V6 that my brother's got. So for the Chevy V6, it came out of some S10 or something like that. So the radiator will fit in between here, and it's just as tall as from that bar up to there. And then I'd like to build a shroud over the top of it in case if it ever blew, it'll keep the water down there. So I'll have to build scoops on the outside, of course, but the back of the seat, it will probably be alright. I could even put a piece of aluminum back there just in case something blew out. It won't hit the back of the seat, but mainly cover the top of where the radiator cap is and where the ends are, because if a hose ever blew off, I don't want anybody to get scolded. So I'd like to make this covered right here probably with some sort of plastic. Right here maybe a little door to get into this box that would have expanded metal, so that, like I say, if you get mud and stuff, it just fall out and then the air can flow through. That's the purpose of the holes in the back too, is to try and let air flow through this thing, because if we're going to have a radiator back there, you got to get air going through it. So that's about it. The gas tank is kind of in there. It's somewhat mounted, and still got some more work to do with that. The battery box is kind of mounted. I got to go get hardware for that. Really probably need to start buying stuff like tubing. That's probably my next big thing here, trying to do everything I have laying around, and I'm starting to run out of ideas of what I got left to do without having to buy anything. So anyways, boys and girls, don't forget to get out there and work on your projects. Let's get these things going. A little bit a day keeps the Volkswagen, sorrows away. So see you guys later. Have a Merry Christmas.